Here we are on day 7 of JoJomas. Merry Christmas Eve, everyone, and happy holidays. Here on day 7, we're going to be taking a look at the main protagonist of Steel Ball Run, Gyro Zeppeli. Alright, not really Gyro, but Johnny, Johnny's main JoJo of Steel Ball Run. So I changed up the lighting a little bit, make it look a little softer, warmer, more Christmas-like because it's Christmas Eve. And then we have Part 8 tomorrow, Christmas, then JoJomas is done. Okay, so I did want to mention Gyro though, because Gyro really is the main character of Steel Ball Run up until he gets more of his development completed at the True Man's World arc with Ringo Road again. It's really Gyro's story and we're following him and his motives, and then we really finish up his development, and then we move on to Johnny and we follow his mission alongside Gyro to complete his/their goal. But all in all, Johnny Joestar considered the main character of Steel Ball Run, and by all means he is the main JoJo. So Johnny, he is the alternate universe version of Jonathan Joestar, but they are in no way similar at all. Most people that have read Steel Ball Run, Johnny is one of their favorites. He is an incredible JoJo with so much more personality and so much more conflicting personality. He can be the most selfish character in the series at times, and also the most selfless, which is why I like him so much. And also, Johnny really connected with me, and I always wanted to get to Steel Ball Run. When reading parts 4, 5, and 6, I was like, I just want to get through these. Although I was enjoying those at the time, I was like, I really want to get through these. I want to get to Steel Ball Run, because the main JoJo is a paraplegic. He's in a wheelchair. This is going to be fucking awesome. And then once I got to Steel Ball Run, it was. And that's one of the reasons why I like Johnny so much. He was physically disabled, and I thought that was just a really interesting concept to have someone like that be your main character, especially in a series like JoJo. Although it was going through a transition type period from switching to shonen to ultra jump and taking on kind of a whole different identity. Okay, so Johnny Joestar, let's get on to my favorite moments and my least favorite moments from Johnny. Let's start with my favorite moment. So the good thing about Johnny is that there's a wide variety of extremely good moments from him. He has his fight with Funny Valentine, he has many revelations throughout the part, experiencing new things and much character development. But my favorite Johnny Joestar moment was at the end of the Tattoo You and Sugar Mountain Spring arc, when he had to be selfless and give up the corpse parts to save his friend Gyro. So Sugar Mountain, they had the corpse parts and they had to use them up, or else Gyro was going to be absorbed into Sugar Mountain and become one with the tree, and Johnny would lose his friend Gyro. And what Johnny had to do to save Gyro was that he had to sacrifice everything. He had to get rid of all the money, give away all of the corpse parts that he had to the Tattoo You people, which essentially were handing them over to Funny Valentine. And Johnny knew this, and he accepted it, and he said, anything for my boy Gyro. I want Gyro back. And they had this great piece of dialogue at the end when Gyro was like, alright, let's have a toast. I think it was Gyro or Johnny, I'm mixing it up, but I believe it was Gyro that said, alright, let's have a toast. And Johnny says, to what? We've lost everything. And they just kind of make this like eye contact. Great moment. My favorite moment from Johnny, hands down. So now on to my least favorite moment of Johnny. And Johnny, he has a lot of bad moments in the series. Not really writing wise, but just him being a terrible character. One specifically, and my least favorite part, was in his battle with Axl Rowe in the Civil War arc, and I'm sure you guys know where I'm going with this. So when Johnny was using Tusk, the ability that allowed him to make little like wormholes that allowed him to transport his fingers and other objects around to be able to shoot from different directions, you guys know that ability. What Johnny did is that he had a corpse part in one end, and it was sticking out on his end, and he was holding it, and it was sticking out on the other end, and Axl Rowe was holding it. So they were kind of playing tug of war with a corpse part here, and it started to break. And what Johnny should have done was let go of it for the greater good, because it's a corpse part, it's special, it's important, it's the corpse of Jesus, and it has magical powers. So Johnny decided, if I can't have this corpse part, no one can. And he wanted to break it, and he got those crazy fire eyes, the eyes of a killer, in that moment. And Axl Rowe was like, is he crazy? He's gonna break this. You have to let go. But Johnny was like, no, I'm not letting go. If I can't have it, I'll rather have it broken. I'm selfish, and no one else can have this but me. It's like a kid. Like, hey, let me play with that toy? No. Oh, you want to play with it? I'm just gonna break it instead, so no one can play with it. Or if I can't have it, no one can. Kind of that mentality. So I didn't like that from Johnny. I didn't want to see him, especially after we saw him be so selfless, because this happened after the Sugar Mountain Sprint part, when we saw him give up all of the corpse parts for Gyro. But I don't know, because Gyro wasn't on the line, he said, I don't care, I'm just going to break the thing if no one else can have it. So I didn't like that about Johnny. I thought it was kind of a step back for his character, but he was kind of in that, you know, it's kind of like a dream that he's in, sort of, when he's not really conscious of what's happening. He only has one goal in mind when he gets those eyes, and it's part of Johnny's character. It's just not the part I like. So Johnny Joestar, a very conflicting character, and I'm sure you guys, and like Steel Ball Run is so long, I'm sure you guys have so many different favorite moments from him and everything, and like his fight with Valentine was great. You know, Johnny is a good character, and he's had a lot of good moments, but those are my favorite and my least favorite parts about the character Johnny. So let me know in the comment section down below what your guys' favorite and least favorite moments are from Johnny Joestar. Again, Merry Christmas Eve, everyone. Like the video if you enjoyed, and subscribe for more. Tomorrow is Christmas Day, and we're going to be talking about Josuke Higashikata from Part 8, JoJoLands. I hope to see you guys there. Thank you for watching.